We provide volunteer opportunities in many different areas. For example, we have volunteers who do assignments in tourism and hospitality, financial planning, human resources, um, strategic planning. So we work all across Canada in our different provinces. And then overseas, we work in African countries, French-speaking African countries, the Americas, such as Bolivia, Colombia, Honduras, to name a few, and a few countries in the Caribbean as well, and then the Philippines and Asia. Pretty much at any time, we have about 20 assignments on the go in Canada and about 30 to 40 internationally. The assignments vary in length, so our national assignments are generally a couple of days, like 3 days to a week. And then international assignments are more like 10 days to 4 weeks. We work with a lot of government agencies. We work with a lot of municipalities. We work with a lot of associations. And then across Canada, we work with the First Nations communities. So the skills that we have that are in most demand right now would be business development and business expansion, strategic planning, finance and accounting skills, tourism and hospitality. So that would include like executive chefs, bakers, people with hotel and restaurant management experience. Agriculture is a big one, microfinance, apiculture, which is beekeeping. We get a lot of assignments in the Philippines. Right now, we've got a lot of demand for aquaculture, so people with fish processing experience and even food processing experience. We're always looking for people who have mentoring experience and people who can just train and coach and facilitate workshops. First of all, you would contact me, it's the best way, and then go onto our website, and there's an online application that you complete. And then once you've done that, you'll be invited to an information session, which is facilitated by me once a month. And after that, you will be interviewed, your references checked, and if everything goes well, then you're ready for assignment. And you'll be on our roster. So when we get an assignment from a client requesting a certain skill and experience, we search our database, and if we put in the keywords, your resume would come up. And if your skills and experience match what we're looking for, we would contact you and see if you'd be interested in embarking on the assignment. Right now, we've got close to 600 active volunteers on our roster. We got about 350 assignments a year, roughly. So, in a given year, obviously not everybody's going to go on an assignment. A lot of time, people are just not available to go on assignment. So let's say you are the selective volunteer to go, let's say, to Honduras. So what happens is once you're selected, the file gets turned over to a program coordinator, and they are the people in our office that look after all the travel arrangements, any documents that you'll need. If immunizations are required to go into that country, you get those done, and we would pay for it. They would book your flight and all those travel arrangements, set up your accommodations, and then once all that's confirmed and put in place, you would have some conversations with the client before you go out. Just make sure that you're on board with what's going on and clear as to what the assignment entails. And then you go. There is a small fee of $100 to join CESO. And that fee covers a lot of our administrative costs up front to get you on board in terms and put into our system. And then after that, there's an annual fee of $25. And that is the only cost to volunteers. Everything in terms of accommodation, travel, expenses, small incidentals, all of that is covered. The mix by age really ranges from, I would say, early 50s to late 70s. And I would say the split by gender is about, if we've got about 600 volunteers on our roster, about 400 are males and 200 female. So we're always looking to acquire more females on our roster. We get a lot of good feedback when they come back, and it's really great to hear some of their comments. A few comments, for example, that we get are that it was just an amazing experience for them, a real eye-opener. It was challenging, but a great experience. The people that they worked with were warm and welcoming. We've had comments that the landscape was wonderful and beautiful. One volunteer said that they were so happy and excited to be part of an Aboriginal culture and get fully immersed in that and learn more about that culture. And some comments that we get are that our volunteers just hope that the results that they've achieved with the clients will be sustainable, that the clients will be able to carry on the work that they've done once they leave.